Good afternoon and welcome to Government House. My name is Hugh Boreham and I'm the Governor's Official Secretary and I'll be the Master of Ceremonies this afternoon. Firstly, thank you for bearing with us in coming the long way around the works. The main entrance of the house, the state entrance on North Terrace, has got steps which make it impossible for people in wheelchairs or with mobility challenges to come in the main entrance of the house. Her Excellency Mr Bunton are very keen that Government House is a house for all South Australians, and we think that comprehends everyone can come in the front door. Because of the engineering and heritage challenges of the building, it turns out the only way to remedy that is to raise the ground level outside, so that is what is happening. And from about mid-year, as I say, everyone will be able to come in through the front door. As we start, could I please ask that you turn your mobile phones to silent? We do ask there's no photography during this ceremony. As you can see, we have an official photographer. After the ceremony, you're more than welcome to take photos anywhere in the house, including in here. The ceremony is also being live streamed and will be archived on our webpage afterwards. As we start, can I invite you to join me in thanking Petty Officer Musician Rory McKinnon for his contribution today. This is the third of 4 ceremonies to present Australian honours, most of which were announced on Australia Day this year. I will now announce the official party. They are the Honourable Katrine Hilliard, representing the Premier, the Honourable Terry Stevens, representing the Leader of the Opposition, Commander Tony Ryder, Commanding Officer, HMAS Encounter, Colonel David Lipschitz, representing the Army Area Representative South Australia, Air Commodore Timothy Alsop, representing the Senior Air Force Representative South Australia, and Acting Assistant Commissioner John DeCandia, representing the Commissioner of Police. If you are able, can I please ask you now to be upstanding for the arrival of Her Excellency the Governor and Mr Bunton, and to remain standing for the playing of the Vice-Regal Salute.
instructions about that are in the box. Can I just say, next time I see you, I'll be delighted if you wear it, and that often happens with people I've invested. I'm going to leave my encouragement to you all to nominate others, because people who are here today are only here because they've been nominated by an Australian. So I'm mentioning that, but I'm going to come back to it at the end, and encourage you to do the same for other people. Official Secretary.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the following recipients have been appointed an Officer of the Order of Australia in the General Division. The late Professor Lyndall Ryan is recognised for distinguished service to tertiary education, particularly Indigenous history and colonial settlement through research and publications. Her award today will be received by her nephew, Dr. Neil McFarlane, on behalf of the family. Over a 40-year career, the late Professor Ryan was a leading academic on Aboriginal, Australian and feminist history. She held positions in Australian Studies and Women's Studies at Griffith University and Flinders University, and was the Foundation Professor of Australian Studies and Head of the School of Humanities at the University of Newcastle from 1998 to 2005. Professor Ryan's PhD thesis focused on the history of Aboriginal people in Tasmania and, in addition to her 2012 book, Tasmanian Aborigines, A History Since 1803, charted their resistance to settler colonialism and their campaign for rights and recognition. Professor Ryan led the development of an interactive map which details colonial massacres across Australia between 1788 and 1930. Launched in 2017 with updates over following years, the map details more than 400 sites across Australia where there were deaths of 6 or more Aboriginal people, suggesting that frontier violence during colonisation was more extensive than previously understood. Professor Ryan's contributions to Australian history were recognised in 2022 when she received an inaugural Lifetime Achievement Award from the Australian Historical Association. The late Professor Lyndall Ryan. Dr. Pamela Maunsell Ward is recognised for distinguished service to the community through charitable support and philanthropic contributions, and to the community of South Australia. Together with her late husband, Dr. Ian Wall, Dr. Wall has spent decades supporting a range of causes across the South Australian community. The Wall family name is proudly displayed in prominent institutions across Adelaide, including the Ian and Pamela Wall Academic Centre at St Mark's College, the Ian and Pamela Wall Gallery at Her Majesty's Theatre, and the Wall Gallery at Carrick Hill. A trained nurse, Dr. Wall married in 1954 and later supported her husband Ian as he co-founded Codan, a global manufacturer and supplier of communications, metal detection and mining technology with headquarters in Adelaide. Dr. Wall served on the board of Codan for 20 years. Over the years, she has given generously to the University of Adelaide, the Women and Children's Hospital Foundation, Navita Children's Services, Starlight Children's Foundation, the Adelaide Botanic Gardens, the Adelaide Symphony Orchestra, the Florey and Robinson Research Foundations, and more. In 2007, Dr. Wall received a Medal of the Order of Australia for her service to the community, particularly through disability support, veterans welfare, and charitable organisations. Dr. Pamela Maunsell Ward. Your Excellency, the following recipient has been awarded a Member of the Order of Australia in the General Division. Dr. David Jeffrey Mills is recognised for significant service to medicine through international development and rural and remote health education. Dr. Mills has been a driving force in the development of international rural health education, ensuring that future generations of medical professionals are better equipped to serve in some of the most challenging healthcare environments. At Kompiam District Hospital in the remote north of Papua New Guinea, Dr. Mills worked as both Director of Rural Health and Training and Medical Superintendent. He led the establishment of the Rural Clinical School, a key site for training and research. Dr. Mills also served as a lecturer at the University of Papua New Guinea's School of Medicine and Health Services, teaching students how to address the unique challenges of rural health care. His involvement in the design and establishment of the Rural Medicine postgraduate program at the university played a pivotal role in shaping the future of healthcare in rural areas. As the founder and president of the PNG Society for Rural and Remote Health, Dr. Mills worked tirelessly to advocate for the needs of rural healthcare workers and underserved communities. He also founded the Kompiam International School in 2008, where he was director until 2022, helping to ensure that the next generation in the region had access to quality education. Dr. David Jeffrey Mills. Your Excellency, the following recipients have been awarded the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division. Mr. Jed Norman Altschwager is recognised for service to sport as a gold medalist at the Paris Paralympic Games in 2024. Mr. Altschwager, alongside his crewmate Nikki Ayres, put Australia on the map when they together won the PR3 mixed double sculls at the Paris Paralympic Games. Their powerful performance gained Australia its first Paralympic rowing gold medal, following on from their gold at the 2023 World Rowing Championships in Belgrade and being named World Rowing Para Crew of the Year. Mr. Altschwager's para-rowing career began after he underwent an amputation following a workplace incident when his left foot was crushed by an excavator. In 2016, he was approached by Paralympics Australia's talent identification manager, Mr. Tim Matthews, who had seen a video of him using a rowing machine during rehabilitation and recognised his talent. That faith was well placed. Mr. Altschwager went on to win silver at his international debut in the PR3 men's coxless pair at the 2018 World Rowing Championships and again in 2019. 3 months after the Paris Paralympics, Mr. Altschwager announced his retirement from rowing. He has since been selected for the Australian Institute of Sport Gen 32 coach program, where he aims to become a high-performance coach. Mr. Jed Norman Altschwager.
Thank you.
The late Mr. Craig Anthony Glennon is recognised for service to tennis as an official and administrator. His medal will be received on behalf of the family by his wife, Mrs. Kathleen Glennon. A tennis official for 49 years, the late Mr. Glennon served as court supervisor, referee, line umpire, chair umpire, and line umpire coach in South Australia and beyond, from grassroots to Grand Slam levels. He held many roles on the board of Tennis Officials Australia SA branch, as well as the national organisation. Later, he was instrumental in transitioning the role of tennis officiating to sit nationally under Tennis Australia. Known for being down-to-earth, well-respected, and having a wealth of tennis knowledge, Mr. Glennon was a mentor with a passion for developing officials. He was presented with a Tennis SA Service Award in 2022. Mr. Glennon also contributed greatly to Australian rules football through outstanding service as an umpire, matchday official coordinator, and umpire coach. He was made a life member of the SANFL Umpires Association in 2006. The late Mr. Craig Anthony Glennon. Mr. John Franklin Ingham is recognised for service to broadcast media. Mr. Ingham's legacy is defined by his extensive work in amateur television, his technical expertise, and his commitment to community broadcasting. A pioneer of grassroots media, Mr. Ingham helped establish one of South Australia's earliest amateur TV stations at Snowtown and was central to launching the first amateur TV repeater at O'Halloran Hill. His career includes more than 20 years with the TAFE Media Production Unit, where he played a key role in developing educational content used widely across the state. Notably, in the 1990s, he helped establish Australia's largest video conferencing network for TAFE, enabling remote education long before online learning became widespread. After retiring, Mr. Ingham continued to contribute through volunteering at 5MBS Community Radio, where he has served as a technical advisor and systems innovator for over a decade. His innovations, including 24/7 broadcasting through automatic systems and the installation of solar panels, have helped maintain the station's advertisement-free model, serving classical and jazz communities. Mr. John Franklin Ingham. Mr. Brian Malcolm Nill is recognised for service to conservation and the environment. Mr. Nill has dedicated much of his life to the care and conservation of South Australia's natural environment, leaving a lasting impact on both the landscape and community. Through his leadership and involvement with Friends of Private Bushland, Mr. Nill has helped preserve vital native ecosystems on privately owned land, an often overlooked but critical part of biodiversity. His work has aided the protection of threatened plant communities, improved land management, and fostered a strong culture of volunteerism in the environment sector. With Trees for Life SA, Mr. Nell has played a hands-on role in the Bush for Life program, helping restore degraded bushland through weed control, revegetation, and community engagement. His service with the Friends of Kenneth Sterling Conservation Park, where he held leadership roles and contributed over a decade of work, has supported the care of one of Adelaide's treasured reserves. He has also shared his knowledge with other groups, including Friends of Cleland Conservation Park and Glupot Reserve, supporting bird conservation and habitat protection. Mr. Brian Malcolm Nell. Mr. Peter Lane is recognised for service to youth and to the community. Mr. Lane has devoted his life to fostering youth development, community engagement and volunteerism, making a profound impact locally and beyond. As the principal of Francis Primary School and later Auburn Primary School, Mr. Lane's leadership fostered inclusive education, supporting the academic and personal development of generations of students. Alongside his decades-long career in education, Mr. Lane has been a pillar of Scouts SA, having been a committed volunteer since 1965. He has held numerous leadership roles, including Warden of the Runka Water Activity Centre and Branch Leader for Member Support. Through these positions, he has mentored and supported young people, instilling values of resilience, responsibility and leadership. His deep commitment to community extends to veterans' welfare through the Legacy Club and the RSL, where he has helped honour and support service families. As a lay preacher and community minister in the Uniting Church, Mr. Lane has also offered spiritual care and guidance. His lifelong service has profoundly enriched his community. Mr. Peter Lane. Mrs. Wendy Ellen Lane is recognised for service to youth and to the community. Mrs. Lane has dedicated her life to exceptional service in youth development and community support through a range of leadership positions. Through her roles within the Scout Association of Australia, including as District Commissioner for Kakana District and leader in charge of the Balaclava Scouts Group, Mrs. Lane has mentored and guided countless young Scouts. Starting as a venturer leader in Port Noarlunga in 1979, Mrs. Lane instilled her Scouts with the value of leadership, teamwork, resilience and responsibility. As a volunteer warden at the Runka Water Activity Centre, she has further enriched young people's lives by providing outdoor experiences that promote personal growth and unity. Mrs. Lane has played a vital role in supporting veterans and their families through her work with the Auburn Clare RSL sub-branch and the Legacy Club of South Australia in Broken Hill. Her volunteer efforts at the Midlands Uniting Church, the Op Shop and Church's mission outreach further reflect Mrs. Lane's commitment to community welfare. Mrs. Wendy Ellen Lane. Mr. Conor Gerard Lay is recognised for service to sport as a gold medalist at the Paris Olympic Games 2024. Mr. Lay's journey from a dedicated young cyclist in Western Australia to an Olympic gold medalist stands as testament to the values of perseverance, excellence and national pride. A key figure in one of Australia's most iconic Olympic victories, Mr. Lay's performance was defined by his tactical intelligence, relentless work ethic and unwavering composure under pressure. At the Paris Olympic Games, Mr. Lay rode alongside Callan O'Brien, Sam Wilsford and Oliver Bledden to set a new world record in the first round of the men's team pursuit. In the final against Great Britain, the quartet delivered another outstanding performance to claim Australia's first Olympic gold in the event since Athens in 2004. Before reaching Olympic glory, Mr. Lay had established himself as one of Australia's premier endurance track cyclists, earning national titles and becoming one of the fastest riders over 4,000 metres in Australian history. At the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, he further demonstrated his versatility by securing bronze medals in both the men's individual pursuit and the men's team pursuit, contributing to Australia's proud tradition in the sport. Mr. Conor Gerard Lay. Mr. Brenton Harold Perks is recognised for service to horse racing and to business. Mr. Perks' exceptional leadership and determination have transformed the South Australian racing industry, while also making a lasting impact across the business and philanthropic sectors. As co-founder of the Toorak Park Stud, Mr. Perks played a pivotal role in establishing one of Australia's premier breeding operations, producing 138 stakes winners under his stewardship. Mr. Perks has also founded several influential businesses, including the advisory and accounting firm Perks and Associates, as well as PPI Funds Management. His expertise in corporate governance, financial reporting and risk management have significantly shaped the business landscape in South Australia. Beyond his entrepreneurial achievements, Mr. Perks has demonstrated a strong commitment to education, undertaking the roles of President and Vice President of the Prince Alfred College Foundation. Through mentorship and guidance, Mr. Perks has helped shape the careers of many individuals in both business and racing, leaving an enduring legacy of inspiration and excellence. Mr. Brenton Harold Perks. Dr. Samantha Pillay is recognised for service to urology. Dr. Pillay wears many hats: surgeon, entrepreneur, author, film and music producer. As a surgeon, she has devoted her career to treating incontinence, reducing the stigma surrounding the condition, and educating doctors, health professionals, and the community. Each year, her website, Continence Matters, receives more than 60,000 visits worldwide. She was the first Australian urologist to exclusively subspecialise in female urology, neurourology, and functional and reconstructive surgery. Before this, she was the first woman to complete surgical training in adult urology in South Australia. Dr. Pillay has served on numerous professional, national and state boards, committees and advisory bodies. She was the 2024 Women in Innovation Social Impact Award winner, a nominee for the South Australian Australian of the Year in 2022, and a finalist for the Telstra Best of Business Awards 2023 in 2 categories. Outside of medicine, Dr. Pillay is passionate about women's affairs and inspiring the next generation of female leaders. She is the author of 11 books and an award-winning film and video maker. Dr. Samantha Pillay. Mr. Alfred Neil Wilkinson is recognised for service to the communities of the Fleurieu Peninsula and Barossa Valley. Mr. Wilkinson has given a lifetime of commitment to the communities he has called home. He was president for 20 years of the National Servicemen's Association on the Fleurieu Peninsula, a foundation member of the Berry Apex Club, inaugural president of the Berry and District Car Club, and a committee member of the Berry War Memorial Community Centre. In 1957, he became the youngest councillor elected to the Berry District Council, aged 24. He later moved to the Barossa, where he made his mark in the wine industry, working for Gramps and Sons, now Orlando Wines. His service to a myriad Barossa organisations, including the Nuriootpa High School Council, Apex Barossa, Barossa Vintage Festival, and Tanunda Town Band, led to his recognition as Baron of the Barossa in 1986. Retiring to Victor Harbour, he contributed extensively to local community organisations in the region, and following his late wife's passing from cancer, he established the Fleurieu Cancer Support Foundation. Mr. Alfred Neil Wilkinson. Your Excellency, that concludes the presentations for this afternoon.
Thank you, Official Secretary. Look, I'm sure you will agree that it was a wonderful ceremony and we heard so much about what amazing people do simply by following their interests and their passions and their, in many cases, desire to serve in our state. So I want to make my pitch properly, which is they are only here today because another Australian chose to nominate them. I am sure that you know people who are worthy of
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please be upstanding for the departure of Her Excellency and Mr Bunton and the official party. Can I please invite the guests to join Mr Bunton and Her Excellency in the drawing rooms for afternoon tea, and the recipients to remain in the room for the group photograph. And as I said before, once we've done the group photograph, you're welcome to come in here and indeed move throughout the house and take photos as you wish. Thank you very much.